What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. We are brought to you by FanArc. And DJ Moore says Josh is the one who brought him in. Josh is just out. Is he the free agent guy? Because if so, I mean, it was McGovern. Now it's DJ Moore. If that's the case, you got to think they might be looking at another wide receiver. I'd be paying attention to whoever Josh is golfing with. If he posts any sort of secret kind of photos of a bunch of guys just out golfing, I would check to see if I could find any wide receivers in that group. Because he's talking. I don't really know what Bean's doing, but it sounds like Josh is the one that's putting things in motion. Josh is the one with the motion right now. And that's not hard to believe. I don't think Bean's ever had motion. That guy's been motionless. It's just... I don't know if it was all Josh that wanted DJ Moore. Now it's like, where do you put the blame? Because again, I don't think DJ Moore's the guy. I'll keep saying it. Just because I don't want all the Buffalo fans just sad and disappointed when it doesn't turn out the way you thought it would. But if Josh is doing all of this talking, man, he's got to be the one to just keep going. We got to pay attention to what Josh is doing, where he is. It's like, that's how we can maybe guess. That's how we could possibly guess right. But we don't know. We don't know. There's still a bunch of wide receivers out there. And I know people keep saying no, and I'm like, even a Deebo Samuel, I am taking over anybody you draft. A Deebo Samuel will be cheap. He will be cheap. So there's guys out there. It's just, what guy are they going to bring in? If I had to guess, it isn't going to be a big guy. It isn't going to be a big contract guy. It'll be somebody on the cheaper end. Because they're going to need about 10 mil going into the draft. That's about how much each team puts aside for their draft capital. So they're kind of already down there. And for those of you complaining about Waddle not making it into Buffalo, he was never coming to Buffalo. The Dolphins were never going to work within the division and send him here. It would have been electric. He would have been great. But he was just never coming here. And that team is in full... how about Malik Willis? Poor fella. Finally gets his chance to show that he can be a starting QB, and they've traded everybody away. Everybody away. But that's what you should do, is stock draft picks if you're a team like Miami. If you're a bottom-feeding team, rebuild. Rebuild, because 2 or 3 guys with high value are not going to put you over the top. That's where Buffalo needs to bite the bullet and pay up for a proven vet. And I just don't know. But there was 0% chance Jalen Waddle was ever coming here. It's nice to wish and think that, but again, never. You have a better shot with Tyreek Hill, and we all know how I feel about if you were to bring in Tyreek Hill. Couldn't handle Diggs. There's no way you're handling Tyreek Hill. And there's no way he's as good as he once was. That knee injury was so gruesome. So Miami has just gutted their offense besides Achane. And poor Malik Willis, man. Guy was probably stoked. Go get to live in Miami for 3 years. Prove that I can be a quarterback. I at least got Waddle. Hill could come back. Who knows? Now nothing probably. Absolutely nothing. And the Broncos gave up a ton for him. But again, They want to win now. They almost got there. Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, they probably get there. That's the shitty part about football. You could have all the right players, but if one guy goes down, it's a crapshoot. It is a crapshoot. And what's kind of even turning out to be, I would call this bad news for Buffalo fans. The whole AJ Brown drama is looking like it might come to an end with him ending up in a Patriots uniform. That, if I'm a Buffalo fan, pisses me off. How are you going to let a team who just stopped you from winning the division after you have been dominating, got further in the playoffs? New England thinks they can win now. They're going to go get A.J. Brown. They're willing to pay up and get A.J. Brown. And that is not great for Buffalo. If they could somehow pull it off, getting A.J. Brown and swooping in and stealing him from New England, which is going to be hard because he was a Vrabel guy. But that is a tough one for the Bills to lose out on. He could have gone anywhere else, but him going, he could even have went to the Dolphins or the Jets. But the Patriots, that's a tough one to swallow. That's going to be a tough one to swallow because it's looking very highly likely he lands in a New England uniform. And I just don't know if Buffalo will fork up all the picks. That it's going to take some picks. And I just don't think Bean is that guy. He hasn't proven it yet to just send a bunch of good picks. I don't know why we're holding on to one of the shittier first round picks. That's probably stopping Philly. If they had a little bit better of a first round pick, but Buffalo probably wouldn't offer it. They would probably try to draft a guy. But I think that's what Philly's holding out for. Is a higher first round or something, because I just don't think Bean has it in the chamber to do it. But that has been it for today's Bills latest, folks. Again, we are brought to you by FanArc. We appreciate you guys watching and listening. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you guys, and we'll be back next week.